What's going on, everybody? My name is Ginger D. Rogers, and this is a brand new channel I have. G Rog FB20 is my channel name. This is a new thing I'm doing here. It's a Seattle Seahawks miscellaneous football fan page, if you will. It's just kind of like a cathartic space for me and anyone who wants to be in community with other random fans. I'm not trying to be famous here or anything. I just want to try something new here. There are other places that have more professional things going on, like Hawk's Nest and then NorbCam, who's been around forever. I came from, honestly, what inspired me to do this was a Dallas Cowboy YouTube creator named Mark Holmes. Check out his channel. It's the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Game Time Prime, who's also a Dallas Cowboy fan. He's the mailman, and I really enjoy their pages. I work from home, so it's nice listening to their information and just kind of their explanations of their respective team and what they got going on and who they're up against. And so I really enjoy their pages. I really enjoy listening to their content. And Mark Holmes has done a great job with creating community with other Dallas Cowboy fans, as well as having discussions with Philadelphia Eagle fans. And then Game Time Brian has Eagle fans and Cowboy fans that come together and talk, and more so argue than anything else. And it's really interesting to see the discourse they have between themselves and the NFC East. It doesn't seem like we have that with the NFC West. We're pretty, except for probably us and the Niners, but that's about it. But I'm not going to talk about them. Anyway, so I wanted to start this channel because I just want to have a place to just let my thoughts just roll out. I also have a fantasy football league that I'm co-managing with my uncle. Shout out to my Uncle John. So that's another piece, as well as watching the Seattle Seahawks give me a panic attack week after week. Hopefully it can reduce, but I don't know. We'll see. It is interesting. We are under a new coach. We got the defensive coordinator from Baltimore, Mike McDonald. So that's exciting, and it's definitely showing. It's definitely can tell he has made an impact with our defense for sure. Hopefully with Ryan Grubb it can come together, and we'll see. So basically, who am I? You don't know me, but I'm just a random person on here to try to create a space. I got family members who played football, so I couldn't even disengage in this content even if I wanted to. Although I do have other interests like true crime and travel and all that stuff and pop culture and other things, but I wanted to start with football because it's up and coming. My dad, may he rest in peace, he did football and track. My brother was a middle linebacker for UW, and my nephew was middle linebacker for Washington State University. So it's just kind of my life. And another cousin played it as well, so I couldn't back away if I tried to. It's the thrill. It's the most thrilling of all the other sports out there. So yeah, it's neat. It's neat. I don't know if this is going to materialize to anything, but definitely wanted to just kind of like get my thoughts out there as far as last week. Starting with, well, first I went to church, got my spiritual refuel, and then went straight into the Pittsburgh Falcons game, and that was really tough to watch. Because I got two players on fantasy on that team, Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts, and nothing materialized from that. TJ Watt wrecked everything, so, I mean, what's new? And then while I was watching that, I was also listening to the Houston Texans game with the Colts, because I haven't gotten Sunday ticket yet, and I don't really want to, but I might have to. Anyway, that game also gave me anxiety because that game really came down to the wire. Now, Stephon, because I have a lot of the players on the Houston Texas team are also on my fantasy. So I have C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, and then Kaimi Fairbairn, the kicker. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. And then I think just those three. And Stephon got 2 touchdowns, but CJ got sacked 4 times. That Colts defense is intense. I forgot they have DeForest Buckner on there, and then there's Zaire Franklin, and then they created chaos. But CJ was able to get it in a tight space. So that was really impressive to hear. I didn't see it, but I just heard it. And then Anthony Richardson also really making an impact for the Colts, and that was something. It's really interesting seeing these young players these young QBs really making an impact. It's fascinating. So that they came out with the win, and then in Seattle. Always a panic attack. Always a panic attack. But the defense definitely was the highlight for sure. Jordan Love is the guy. He is the guy with the interception. And just all of them creating chaos. Devin Witherspoon creating chaos. I mean, you can just tell that Mike McDonald is definitely got his hands on this team. So that's really encouraging to see. Hopefully Ryan Grubb can kind of get things together for the O-line. I know we haven't had great O-line talent since I don't know when, but I'm not sure what we can do. I know we got some guys in the draft, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So. But at least we were able to get the run game going with Geno, and then Kenneth Walker the third, and then Zach Charbonnet, and then Tyler Lockett did our reliable did the one-hand catch to get it in. And if you had DK Metcalf on your fantasy, I apologize. Pat Surtain was all on him, and I imagine this next game they're going to do the same. So that was a win, and Bo Nix did a great job, poisoned himself, trying to hold his own. But it was of course, always panic. So hopefully we have less of that with the new leadership. But we'll see. We will see. And then Detroit Lions and Rams, because I have Detroit players. So it's that was another one that was putting me in panic mode, because Sam Laporta was not really he wasn't doing a whole lot, and then it was mostly JMO and it was mostly David Montgomery. So whoever had them for fantasy, you got it. You got it. The Rams, shout out to them, and then losing Puka Nacua to a knee injury. That's unfortunate, very unfortunate. Cooper Kupp looked really good. Matthew Stafford always was looking great, and Sean McVay is a great coach. So shout out to them, and congrats to Detroit. But it's after that I was tired, and then I was gonna make a video then, but then I forgot 49ers still played, and then Cardinals did well against the Bills. But then the Bills pulled it out with Josh Allen doing hero ball per usual. And then 49ers, of course, pulled it out just fine. Whatever Super Bowl hangover we thought they had. Definitely, they all took a Tylenol and took a Pedialyte and are back in business. So at least for this first week, it's okay, they haven't missed a beat. But I forgot Ravens defense on Thursday. Every time those teams match up, it's always some shit. It's always some ish, and they stress me out too. And I was thinking, and I chose them because they were the defense that played in the cold, and you can't go wrong with Roquan, Marlon Humphrey, and Kyle Hamilton. I just thought, and Matt Abuke in the front. I thought with them, at least if the talent was there, they could still materialize and get the job done, or at least do something, make some kind of impact. But it was tough because it's the Chiefs, so that didn't go well. We should have got the Vikings defense because they played the Giants. That would have fared way better. But anyway, going to next week, hopefully we'll do better, because I was texting my uncle and he's like, yeah, it was a rough one, but we'll do better next week. I'm like, I hope so. I hope so. So for next week, the Falcons, I don't know. It's Philly's defense. I just feel like Jalen Carter's gonna go after Kirk Cousins. I'm not too confident about Bijan. Well, Bijan might actually get some yardage. Possibly Kyle Pitts. I don't know. Texans and Bears. CJ's probably going to have to pass more because the Bears defense is good against the run. So maybe reducing Joe Mixon's running at that point and just kind of trying to balance those two things out. And then Detroit with Tampa Bay. Without Antoine Whitfield Jr., that's significant. Because Detroit's probably going to go down the middle with Jamison Williams, which probably will allow Sam Laporta to be underneath. And if you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, be more in the slot. Generally speaking, I don't know how that's going to go. But and then for Seattle and New England, interesting matchup. It's probably going to be another close one. It's going to be another close one. I think the key thing that I'm kind of listening to and kind of hearing is going to be, can we take the run game away? Can we take away, his name, Ramondre Stevenson. I'm not going to try to, but Stevenson, the running back who did well first week against the Bengals. If we can take him away, that's going to be helpful. And if Geno can stay on his feet and not be on his back, I think we should be in good company. Also, fantasy tip, if you have Kenneth Walker III, he's questionable. I think he's doubtful, actually, with the oblique. So Zach Charbonnet is gonna get majority of the carries, possibly, more than likely. So that's fantasy tip for the fantasy people. And then Ravens defense. Let's just remind us how good you are against Gardner Minshew. Just show, bitch, just be you. Be you. Hopefully it fares better this time. Hopefully. And trying to think who else. Well, that's it for me. So this is a brand new page. This is a brand new video. And I'll just be kind of doing weekly brief videos of just Seattle and then my fantasy team. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If you want, if this video makes you cringe, then give it to somebody you dislike, so that I can create a community. And go follow Mark Holmes, go follow Game Time Brian, and go follow Hawks Nest and NorbCam also, because they got great content. And control what you can control. Take care. Peace out.